So as you can tell from the video, not only is the Pixel 9 Pro XL in this beautiful black obsidian colorway in the lab for testing, we also got our first up case coming from the good folks over at Thinborne. Want to take a quick moment to just say I appreciate y'all for shooting this out to me to go ahead and give a quick review for. It's not going to change my perspective or any of my opinions in any way, shape, or form. I just wanted to give y'all the heads up that they did shoot this over to me because they know how much I love their cases. So shout out to Thinborne. Let's go ahead and get into it with the presentation. So typical box from Thinborne, looking good as always. Nice minimal with that Aramid fiber pattern. On the back, more of that Aramid fiber, and then just a sticker saying which device that you picked up and purchased. Thinborne logo there on the front, but let's open her up. So as you can tell right up front, you got your warnings, and it tells you right here, this is something that's really important if you're looking into this case. When it comes to wireless charging, while it does support wireless charging, it's not going to support wireless charging with these more stand style of wireless chargers. So keep that in mind when you're picking up the case, especially because this case does come with MagSafe, which we'll talk about in a little bit here, but just want to make sure that everybody was aware of that. So before you purchase this particular case, understand what type of wireless chargers will and will not work. Here is just kind of identifying the essentials. You can pause the video there and read that if you like, but let's get these off to the side. Now, front and center, you got the Aramid fiber case with that little bit of Thinborne branding. Taking it to the bottom, you got your cutouts there, pinpoint precise. You got your cutout there for the antenna band. You got your little hole there. Trying to get that in focus for y'all, but your little hole there for your mic. And then on the inside, you obviously have that MagSafe support kind of logo or indentation. Now, the lack of MagSafe was probably the biggest omission from last year's Pixel 8 Pro Thinborne case. And it's something that I know not just myself, but a ton of creators pointed out to the good folks over at Thinborne saying, I get that, from a manufacturing perspective, it can be costly to add MagSafe, but in 2024, there shouldn't be any case, and y'all have heard me say this, there shouldn't be any case on the market that does not have MagSafe support. Period. Like at this point, we're going to start seeing actual smartphones come with Qi 2. So you might as well go ahead, put in the extra resources, put in the extra funds, money, whatever, to build in MagSafe support, because you can't have a case that doesn't support MagSafe or Qi 2 yet have that compatibility come to your devices. So while I think there's only one Android device that actually has Qi 2 with the magnets and everything built in, case manufacturers, not just Thinborne, but just in general, make sure you have MagSafe on your cases this year. It's a feature that's great to have, whether you use it or not. It's one of those that I'd rather have it and not end up needing it than need it and not have it. So I'll kind of get off my soapbox about MagSafe there, but you can see designed in Texas, made in China with the Thinborne logo there. Let's go ahead and get the phone put in. Easiest way that I've found to kind of slot these in, start from the bottom and just kind of slide it in or push it in from the bottom, and then lock it into place from the top. And I can tell you right off the bat, this case feels like there's absolutely nothing there. And you can kind of see here, I'll move this box here. There's one more thing in there, but I want to kind of cover this with y'all first. You can see there's next to no lip protection. And I know some people may take that as like a negative because if you drop your phone face down and things like that, but that's not what this case is geared towards. This style of super thin case is designed for folks like me who don't traditionally like to run cases, but we want to have some type of MagSafe support and more so a skin, so to speak, over your device to protect from like everyday wear and tear, scratches, stuff like that. So while you don't get any real lip protection, that's not what this case is designed to give you, but it does bring us into our segue. Thinborne being one of the only manufacturers that I'm aware of when it comes to the Aramid fiber cases that provides you, and you can see it there, a screen protector. So this is kind of like your cloth to go in and make sure that your screen is clean and all of that stuff. Here's the actual screen protector. I'm not gonna apply it just because I don't personally use screen protectors on my devices. I'm not a fan of them. But here's your actual screen protector. Even if it ends up being one that isn't, the greatest or whatever the case may be, which just off of feel, I can at least feel that the edges have a nice round to them versus just being sharp. So when you're doing your edge gestures, your finger just kind of glides over the glass. I really like that. But either way, it's dope that they include one in the box for you. So that's one less purchase that you have to make, right? You might end up spending, I got to check the actual pricing on this particular case. I'll flash that on the screen somewhere. But whatever price you're paying for this, you'd pay essentially the same price with a different Aramid fiber manufacturer and still have to go out and buy a screen protector. So it's really, really dope that they actually include a screen protector out of the gate there for you. So really happy to see that. But let's go ahead and get into the case. So now that it's on, you can see we don't really need to test our buttons because obviously the buttons aren't covered. So you're going to get that same clicky feel that you would get if you didn't have a case on. Here's the bottom. You can see that those cutouts match perfectly. Got your mic cut out there, speaker cut out there, type C cut out there. And then at the top, we had that antenna band there for, I want to say that that's for the millimeter wave. And then you get a mic cut out there. So obviously swiping over, and there is like a ever so slight lip that I can kind of only feel whenever I'm swiping, with the edge or whatever the case may be. So there is like a super slight edge, but again, don't get this case thinking that it's going to be super protective of your device. It's not designed to be. And then here's the back, because here's where a lot of the good looks come in too. So there's going to be the back, and I love how that nice hit of like shiny light gray kind of complements the Aramid fiber look there with the black camera, with the black camera lens set up there. So looks really, really dope. Again, minimal Thinborne branding, but let's go ahead and bring in some MagSafe accessories. I brought in the tried and true. So here's my MagSafe wallet. I want to say, yep, this is the MagBack, just in case you're wondering. So I got the MagBack wallet case, and you'll hear that kind of snap into place. And when you're dealing with MagSafe, that's what you want. You want to hear that click. That click is how you know you have a real nice tight lock in. And you can see I have to really apply force to get this off. So it's doing a really good job there with the wallet. Let me pull in my old, actually just updated and replaced this, but this is my old Vic Seed car mount. Y'all have seen it in multiple videos. Only real difference between this one and my new one, instead of it being rubber, because I found that having the rubber, since it's hot here in Florida, it kind of warps the rubber and it makes it weird when it comes to locking in MagSafe cases that don't necessarily have the strongest magnets. So my new one, it's more of a glass surface. So if it does good with this Vic Seed, with the rubber starting to warp a bit, you know it's going to be fine when it comes down to my other one. So let's see what we got. And y'all can hear that clicking into place, and it's very, very strong. Y'all can see I'm not holding my hand under it. I'm exerting a ton of force, man, and it is doing so well locking in. So magnets are obviously on point. Sorry about that quick jump cut. I had to actually go get a different charger for my wireless charger. It wasn't working on the wireless charger, and I couldn't figure out why, but I had the wrong charger plugged in. So I apologize for that, but let me go ahead and bring it in. As you can see, it is the Samsung Duo charger. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop it on here like so. And you can see you got your wireless charging light here. You had your charging animation there at the top left of the Pixel. So everything in terms of wireless charging is on point. No issues there. So like I said, I know that there was a lot of confusion. I saw some people had issues with wireless charging with Thinborne cases. So I at least wanted to show, hey, the one that I have here, absolutely no issues whatsoever in terms of wireless chargers, as long as you are using the more lay down style of wireless chargers versus the stands. Like that paper says, in the initial unboxing that I showed, this one right here, actually, no wireless chargers are going to work with the stand. And that's not just a Thinborne thing. That's something that I've noticed with essentially any MagSafe Aramid fiber case that I've gotten for any of my devices, whether it's from, overseas, from Pataka, whoever, this is kind of one of the limitations. So not really sure why that is, but it's just something that we have to deal with. Good thing all of my wireless chargers are more so lay on like this, or they're the MagSafe stand kind of chargers, which the MagSafe stand chargers, you're not going to have any issues with those because you have the magnets locking in the phone in place to perfectly line up for the most optimal, efficient wireless charger. Well, as efficient as you can get with wireless charging. So that is the Thinborne for the Pixel 9 Pro XL. And again, like I say every year, man, extremely minimal, super slim, absolutely fantastic option if you're looking for a case that doesn't quite feel like adding any additional bulk or adding a case to your phone. So I'm gonna drop a link, as I always do, in the description, so that way you can go and pick up an Aramid fiber joint from Thinborne and show those folks some love. As always, again, appreciate the love for y'all sending this out for me to get it up on the channel, show the audience what you all are working with. And thanks so much for listening to feedback and finally bringing MagSafe support to the Pixel Pro line of phones, or just the Pixel line of phones in general. This truly means a lot. I love it when companies, whether they're case companies, phone companies, whoever, listen to actual feedback. So major kudos to y'all for that. But as always, this is Ike's Tech Talk. I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.